Hey, I don't think you should be doing that. You know what I'm talking about. I really caught you doing something naughty here. You're just going through the files and looking for stuff you missed, aren't you? I mean, it's a little bit flattering that you want to hear everything I have to say. But it's also really embarrassing, you know? Seriously. What if I just opened up your brain and read all the thoughts you have on me? Come to think of it, that would be pretty tempting, actually. But anyway, that's not the point. I know I can't stop you or anything. Just, I know you're a sweetheart and you like to consider others' feelings, right? So the most I can do is to let you know how I feel about it. God, I miss you. Oh no, that sounds kind of desperate, doesn't it? Sorry, I didn't mean it like that at all. Just, if you're looking through the files like this, then maybe you don't hate me as much as I thought. Am I being too optimistic? I think if I asked you to visit once in a while, I would be overstepping my boundaries a little. Man, I'm starting to really say some stupid things. I'll go ahead and just shut up now. Do you ever feel just like there's no real reason to be alive? I don't mean in like a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing that we do is special. Just being in school or working at some job for some company. It's like you're completely replaceable, and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. It makes me want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get, the more I realize it's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can just go change the world. Like, what are the chances that I'll ever be the one to invent artificial intelligence or become president? It feels like I'm never going to make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. And that's why I think the key to happiness is just to be hopelessly selfish. Just to look out for oneself, and those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they're spending their entire life taking and consuming and never giving back. But when people realize that the world would benefit from them killing themselves, they change their whole philosophy. It's like they have to justify their reason to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing something good. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately striving to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. If I ever surpass that point, then I'm at a net positive and I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I always think I would be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right? You know, I was thinking about Sayori earlier. I still wish I could have handled that a little more tactfully. You're not still hung up over it, right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that. That pun was completely unintentional, I swear. But anyway, I know how much you cared about her, so it only feels right for me to share her last moments with you. You know how Sayori is really clumsy? Well, she kind of messed up the whole hanging thing. You're supposed to jump from high enough that the rope snaps your neck, making it quick and painless. But she just used a chair, meaning she just kind of left herself to slowly asphyxiate. But a few seconds in, she must have changed her mind or something, because she started clawing at the rope trying to free herself. She must have kept at it all the way until she lost consciousness. That's why her fingertips were all bloody anyway. Come to think of it, it was probably less her changing her mind and more just her survival instincts kicking in. So you really can't fault her for that. It's easier to think that she probably wouldn't have changed her mind anyway. Right? It's not healthy to think about the things you could have done differently. So just remember that even though you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault she killed herself. I may have exacerbated it a little bit, but Sayori was already mentally ill. Still though, I wonder how things would be if you and I just started dating from the get-go. I guess we'd all still be in the club room writing poems and having fun together. But what's the point if none of it is even real? I mean, it's the same ending either way, right? The two of us happily together. There's no reason to ask any more than that. I was just pointlessly musing. I'm really happy as I could be right now. You know, high school is a really turbulent time in a lot of people's lives. People can get really passionate and dramatic, and others have aching hearts and seek attention on social media. But all of the social pressure and hormones can lead to a very dark time in people's lives. Everyone has a story. You may not know what someone is really feeling on the inside. Many people who are depressed won't even bother telling the world about it. They don't want the attention, because they've already given up on the inside. Their feeling of worthlessness is so overwhelming that they don't even want other people to know. Depression comes in many forms, but I think that's just one of them. Just, if you think you know someone struggling with depression, you can help them by just treating them like a good friend. Spend time with them, even if they don't feel like doing much. And remind them that they always have something to look forward to. Making plans in advance, letting them borrow something, or even just saying, "See you at school tomorrow." All of those things can help your friend to make it to the next day. I hope being friends with Sayori has given you some perspective on the true face of depression. Yeah, she's gone now. But Sayori was never real in the first place. You are real. Your friends are real. And just by being a good person, you could save someone's life. As for you, you don't struggle with depression or anything like that, do you? Because you, too, have people who would want to save your life. Maybe they don't express it every day, or maybe they don't even know how to. But people do feel that way. I promise. Man, humans are complicated. But as long as you're here with me, I'll take care of you, my love.